Hello my friends, welcome to my new channel. Let's enjoy the highlights between EG versus SMG for the VCT Game Changers Championship. The winner move on to the upper semifinals, while the loser will face elimination in the lower bracket.
I mean, I don't know how you hold up against something like this over an extended period of time. How deep does this bag of tricks go? The opener already going in favor of Kamiyu. That's going to help.
Yeah, I mean, getting these opening picks is going to be so important because, again, on that defense side, they don't have any information with this duelist comp. Their biggest info is that Cypher Cam, and setting him up on a site is just more than enough for this team. But they can compete and contest for these A mains, for these B mains. They can contest so hard, and it's so hard for EG to fight back. Yes, they have the util. Yes, they have the info. But what are you going to do against all this firepower?
See if they can figure it out. Again, we're seeing all this pressure that's been applied at the beginning of the round. They try to swing out into it. The paranoia is not going to connect. Kamiyu will fall, and they've got a little bit of breathing room here.
Yeah, taking the space. EG definitely needed to use their util there. A little bit of a miss on the paranoia, but it doesn't really matter because they're falling back. They use that super info and set up Scary Shark in such a good spot. Nobody knows that she's there.
Just so far up, calling the rotations over. We'll see if they can continue to settle this. They and Starbound both weak, taking a little bit of damage. And you've already got Shirazi so far up. The first will fall. And inevitability, unfortunately, is she will meet her demise. SMG get the pistol.
They are going to come back to try to retake that space. And like I said, these contact plays are going to be so important because any util from each team is going to set off a trigger. Thea getting that first kill. And what an amazing contact up. They pulled those players. Such a good rotation.
Where do they go from here, though? Because SMG is already all rotated. I mean, all members of the squad have posted up towards A. They're going to try to funnel in through door, and this is not a fake. This is a commitment. They've all pushed their way forward. The smokes are going down. Enerii here watching utility whiz by.
Oh my
tries
god,
to find the opener on Scary Shark. It does. They're falling apart.
What?
This
shark is broken.
Very dangerous. Can they stabilize? Can they equalize here?
2v2?
2v2, just a pistol in the hands of Alexy as the spike goes down.
Yeah, the defensive hold was so impressive on those sheriffs and those vandals. Like, that is not what you want. And a 2v2 here, Shirazi on low HP, but so is Power Pixel.
See a little bit of mind games played as Shirazi tapped the door, but decides to go all the way around. Footsteps from Thea, wanting to try to catch him. It's actually Shirazi who finds the first. That round goes horribly sideways as SMG win the bonus.
They can fast rotate.
Yeah. Very quick with it. You see the trip causing problems already, as they eventually managed to get past it. The span coming through, though, out of enerii and patience. The rotation's already coming over from the defense.
Just like I said, these rotations are so key, Doug. They're so key to this.
First, run it back online. And it seems like they're going to try to just flood out and take these fights. When you're going up against these duelists, it could be a problem. But Scary Shark finding one, finding a second, as Power Pixel counters with it. Thea and Power Pixel both so weak.
Yeah.
Enerii not much better off. 4 HP as the spike ticks away. Patience shown from SMG for just a moment. They strike at just the right time. And all crumble. Starbound left alone. 1v2. Remember, Enerii weak. The spam not connecting initially. Alexy's gotten into half. That's 3/4. Alexy's going to stick it the whole way. And that's another round for SMG.
Oh my goodness. EG so close to success.
Walked into this stage and they didn't really know what to expect. But what's hitting them right now is, at least for now, more than they can handle.
Yeah, and they have to deal with the nerves of LAN and how to come back, and it's a new roster, but Scary Shark does not care.
Showstopper online, pit invested, space gained. But again, they've been here before. and they got caught while trying to control the site. What is their approach? Once again, all 4 members playing close, none of them playing really far off.
Yeah, I mean, such a good Viper ult. They're taking advantage of that space that they got, not letting them do that fast flood that they have been taking and abusing the pushes. At the end of the day, they don't have util to re-clear site. All they can do is flood and take fights, but not looking bad.
Scary Shark with 4, and they finally get around. A big round and perhaps the spark that they need to get the ball rolling, because it's been anything but that up until this point for North America's #1 seed. And you start to see some adaptation. Starbound playing really far back in spawn, expecting some of the pressure, but if they continue to fight into this A main area, it's going to continue to be difficult. We're already seeing some of the results of that. Scary Shark with the counter. It seems like EG may have finally found some space. Taking a step back. Empress online. 3 on the round already and looking for more. You've already got the run it back, which was the 2nd in as many rounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an insane way to kind of round this round up. EG was looking so good. They were like, you guys aren't going to bully us in A main anymore, but...
And then they did. I mean, they might not be scared. It's just not really finding value. A nice opener up from Starbound here. But SMG have played this beautifully. I love the plan that they had coming into this. They're executing it to perfection. They're playing with confidence, with boldness, and it's proving to be way too much as enerii continues to farm.
God, we were talking about enerii earlier and how good she is, and putting her on this Cypher role is just showing how strong she is alone on the site.
It's just been an unbelievable performance up until this point. And there are really no signs of slowing down anytime soon. EG managed to get the spike down again. They got the lockdown invested, and it was a little bit into it here too, so the timing may work out if nothing else.
Really, really good timing. Really good timing of that ult. Everything was great. Reyna's getting caught out in that KJ ult, and we have Shirazi left in a 1v3 trying to make things happen. And EG kind of figuring out that, hey, Cypher's kind of weak site. Fast pressure A main again. Like, this is the reaction that they're trying to do, but oh my goodness, Kohaibi is here with her ult, ready to frag out!
The finger guns find no value.
Oh no.
Lori's getting the kill, Enerii's getting pushed, you've got Seekers, you're paranoid, but the utility's just so freaking good right now. Cypher finding more value, getting away, and yeah, you've lost the site, but you've preserved your life.
My goodness, EG finally taking advantage of that site, but can they take advantage of the post plant? enerii just getting free damage in on Scary Shark on site. That's not what you want. It's still a 4v3. They're kind of playing these really good crossfires on site, but the flash, oh no.
You gotta be careful here because it's not planted for the spam from Mound. It's planted far deeper. If you don't have the utility to really deny this, you're just gonna get the defuse happening in your face. That's exactly what happens. Starbound has to go forward, and Alexy's got the defuse.
Exactly what you were saying, Doug. Like, how is this team playing 2 people on site? Off site. For a second, it looked like a really good crossfire, and then they just fell off?
But we haven't really talked about the fact that they've been prioritizing getting the orbs into Alexy so that they can farm these run it backs.
Yeah, these are so OP. I mean, Phoenix ult is so good, especially now that it's, you know, less orbs than most ults in the game.
Right.
It's just such a good advantage to have. You get a second life, and Shirazi's fighting up, gets a trade, gets traded. Kamiyu does not care. She is fighting all the way up. This is a war zone at A main almost every single time they try taking it.
And it's a war zone in front of them. It's a war zone behind them too. Right? Because once again, we find ourselves in a position where you have 2 members from SMG that are hot to trot on the flank, and EG find themselves trapped. Right? It's not necessarily safe to go forward. That's the only real option you have. Maybe they break panel and they try to rotate B, but they're committing to A once more.
Yeah, I mean, not knowing how many people are behind them as well is always a scary factor, but they do get that first kill. Alexy kind of spamming the box, trying to get hers. A 2v2. How is EG going to play this to win this?
Alexy's still healthy. Well, not much
shot.
longer. First shot comes through enerii, who has been an outrageously bright spot for SMG amidst all of the other bright spots. Finds herself in a 1v2, waiting for the tap. There's a swing. Scary Shark cleans him up, and it's a 9-3 half in favor of SMG.
Oh no, 9-3 curse.
We talked about how much A main is such a battleground, as you so eloquently put in the first half. It's going to be the same when they're on attack, and that's why they were playing so far back. But now SMG pushing forward, the hot hands in her legs to take the third fight, get another kill with the Ghost. We're already, by the way, more than halfway through to the next run it back in the first round of the half. It's another round in favor of SMG. EG looks shell-shocked, they look stunned, and it's only one map. you know, who knows what's going to happen on the second map, but for Lotus, they're in trouble. This is a much more calculated approach, which is really encouraging for SMG fans because it shows that there's depth to how they want to play things. It's not just hold W. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Putting pressure on that one side and using that pull-push scenario that I was talking about earlier to kind of get those rotates. And again, they get the site for free. But all of EG is here. They are ready to flood. They're coming up with a plan right now. But they need to know that this plan needs to win them this round.
Scary Shark using the nade. Noia has a smoke. The flash has already come out from Lori. Seemed like they were waiting on some of the utility to push out. Satchel in the face. The second curveball comes through. The snap from Alexy is just filthy. As another run it back comes through, but Starbound is in a position where she should be able to punish. Enerii onto one. It's all onto Starbound. Starbound falls, and the slaughter continues as SMG find themselves on map point. Empress online. You hear the leers. The Satchel's forward out from Shirazi. And the kills going in favor of the duelists.
They're just so good.
I mean, it's just really... It's really tough to say much else, to be honest. I think SMG have just rolled EG.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot to talk about in between maps. Who knows if they run a different comp? Either way, it was a slaughter from beginning to end, 13-3 in favor of SMG. EG with a lot of things that they have to answer here.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how SMG is just straight up rolling them. I think this was the biggest show of forcing the other team to play at your pace.
Yeah. Testing the waters towards A. Shock dart's not going to feel good, but a flash to dissuade any sort of swing. It feels like a stalemate for now.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams looking to take that A main control. I think it is really important. They're retaking that short line, the Jet and the Breach kind of holding it down. Playing a really good crossfire on site, but this info is just a little bit too much. But, I mean, Killjoy lurking up, Killjoy versus Killjoy here on this B site. I think this lurking scenario is the best because they don't have KJ util towards that B site. Right. They don't have KJ util towards garage. It's literally just a person, but they don't know that. And the 3 towards A. Jet thinks she has the line, but again, the whole team is right behind her. Sova's here to help. Alexy getting 1 and Neri getting 2. This is just like a play-by-play of the first game where their mechanical skill is coming on top.
And they're fully committing onto this. And very nicely done by Thea to punch back and drop 2. But Starbound left alone in a 1v3, a difficult situation for him. But can they pull it off? The first falls, and then that swing from either side is just too much for them to handle. SMG win the pistol, whatever reason. In Valorant, if you're feeling it, chances are you're going to win things out, and that feels like that's all we're getting on the side of SMG. But EG with the gun advantage continue to push their way towards C. Kohaibi, though, holding the line, and Shirazi is as well. The nightmare continues for EG as Starbound is left alone, and there's just way too many targets for them to clean up. So there's confirmation the op is still online. Lori took some damage, too.
Yeah, I mean, that smoke blocked off her line of sight and in turn made them over-rotate towards A, and now they're taking advantage of that space. EG is finally reading the rotates, and they're taking B on that site, trying to fight for that C-Link. Pixel with the first kill onto that KJ, which is actually super important. They're denying the super fast flood, but
you got to be careful here. Starbound does have the lockdown. His time ticking away, but they also have the Rolling Thunder that they can use for the counter. You see that go online. Kamiyu's already fallen. Alexy with the tap. They have a Rolling Thunder as well. That just fell to the ground.
God.
They never committed the lockdown.
No
they were
way.
playing all off on site, and the defuse happened right under their noses.
It looks like going onto that site, but again, we do have the Dumble Senti setup here. We've seen them play this before. Just avoiding all util, delaying for so long with the Sova ult, and Shirazi showing us that she can Senti on site. She can hold it down.
70 HP. Still causing problems. As the smoke dissipates, the swing is there. This time it's going in favor of EG as Lori comes out with 2 massive kills. The remaining members of SMG are now starting to rotate over, and once again, we've got to talk about the ults that are available for the attacking side. Right? The Hunter's Fury and the Rolling Thunder should secure this round for EG.
Yeah, there should be no reason for SMG to take this round with the amount of util left on the EG side. The drone kind of seeing what's happening, going on, tagging that Jet. There is no sticking of the defuse happening, but no smokes. This is going to be so hard for SMG.
Yeah, huge. I mean, the drone, the value that Lori got with the drone there was massive. It still gets into a 1v2, though. The Rolling Thunder's primed. Power Pixel drops it. Did not get to half, so there's still a lot of work for enerii to do here. and they're just cutting their losses. They're saving. EG are finally going to find themselves on the board. They're going to split towards C. They still have the lockdown from Starbound. They still have the Hunter's Fury from Lori. They have the tools here. The problem is SMG's already here. Starbound creeping forward in the smoke, not finding anything. The numbers, the defense from SMG hold up. The fast rotate proves to be a problem. Can Lori do this on her own? A 1v1, 30 HP, tries to tuck tail. Tries to get away, and Aries up on it, and it's a 4K for Lori. The Red Bull clutch for EG. Holy smokes, what a round. They want to split back towards C. I mean, it's been a side of success for them many a time before. See if they can do it again. There's a fast flank, not just one. There are two members of SMG who are hot to trot right now. You're going to have to push in finally. The lockdown used from Starbound, we haven't seen that the entire time. Kohaibi getting a little bit of pressure and a little bit of work done onto Lori. But the problem is, Alexy's going to be able to do this outside of the lockdown. If they can continue to apply pressure here simultaneously, there's a lot for EG to deal with. The smoke, first there, that is a disaster once more. Alexy's gotten 3. They're going to have to do it on their own, and Starbound saves the day for Evil Geniuses. That would have been a bloody mess.
AG so patient. Full U-turn to garage, but Kohaibi does not care.
There's a lot of pressure onto Shirazi, though, and she's handling it beautifully. The Omen up behind her gets a kill onto Scary Shark. They drop the Rolling Thunder to cause more problems, and Shirazi still goes unchecked.
So good.
A second kill, a third right beneath her, and it's found.
That's beautiful.
3K, a prime gaming flawless for the defense, and what an answer back from SMG.
With a 3 people setup towards A with the breach close in line, so it is somewhat of a perfect setup to counter whatever it is that SMG is trying to do.
Beautiful response, though. From Power Pixelate. That flash was gorgeous. The swing out from Lori, they read that beautifully.
Amazing shutdown of whatever it is SMG was trying to do. That short was not open for business at all. 4 people on the EG side towards that A side, and they are gonna slowly rotate off. And now KJ alone versus 3.
Starbound is ahead of it. The turret has been cleared, and that should confirm any sort of suspicions of what's happening on the other side. EG, though, a little bit cautious about this one. Not wanting to fully flood, not wanting to fully take sides. Kohaibi's behind them! They have 2 behind them! 3 kills go that way! The shot dart was ill-advised and poorly timed, and that's the only thing that saves EG. Heavy lean towards C this time around. Perhaps a flash dash setup into garage or something like that. There's the fault line, but the molly dissuades right off the bat. Seems like they're going to continue to commit and creep forward. No ult online really for either side. The paranoia is going to cause serious problems. Thea tries to stay alive backside. Starbound is there to help. First falls. Thea's still back here, still gone unchecked. They're so focused on the push in from spawn. Finally, Thea falls. But it alleviates some of the pressure. Now Scary Shark left alone with the op rotating over in a 1v2.
Oh, the timing.
Can they pull it off? The new addition to the roster.
Oh my god, the timing of that peak was so good, but Kamiyu just successfully running away in time, and they have so much stuff to play off of. They have that stun, they have the shock diver. Alexy, as soon as she sees that smoke coming out, she takes that peek.
Seems like they're concerned of somebody taking that aggressive peek. That's exactly where Enerie's heading with Blades online. Power Pixelate trying to spam and cause some damage. Meanwhile, you have an op on the other side, but there's no action being found. Rolling Thunder used, and that's going to pave the way. But do they clear? Yes, they do. Lori falls. Now they're going to get out on the site. The smoke is laid. It's not going to cause any problems. They're going to have all the room they want. But I've got to remind, again, they've got a lockdown online from Starbound and the op coming over from Scary Shark.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a good retake coming in from EG. They do have the flank coming around. They might just catch off Kohaibi. She's moving into her positioning, but again, like we said, such a slow pace coming in from EG, setting up for that lockdown, forcing them out, and while they do, they have the 2 players ready to contest that position.
I didn't think Alexy was going to ult because they're positioning on the map, but they finally ult, and all the kills come in favor of SMG. That was fast, that was ferocious, that's another round. I think this is going to be a hit towards B at the end of the day too. I mean, you see some of the utility come through. You've got the darts that are trying to clear out B and lean that way. Now the alarm bot is still up, but Enerie's going to go up above it and over it so quickly that it's difficult for EG to be able to respond. They're going to commit to the plant before there's really anything they can do.
Oh my goodness, I mean, it's crazy going towards B on a Thrifty like that when they know that they're not fully buying.
Yeah, it's bold.
So scared of close range fights, but Enerii literally just took all the space and was like, yep, all good, all clear.
That's actually the most alpha thing too, because they also drew out the Hunter's Fury from Lori. They still commit to the spike. They get it down. And this is way closer than it should be. Hold the phone. Shirazi, a 1v2, both weak. Lori has upgraded a weapon. Thea has as well. But they have the benefit of playing in the post plan, of forcing EG to be the ones to make a move. It's just a tap. It's just a fake. The second confirmed. The first kill falls. The second does too. A Red Bull clutch as SMG gets a series point. EG with backs against the ropes. In a desperate need to change momentum, to turn the tides, to do something, anything to keep themselves in this. SMG already investing in the Cosmic Divide. Op in the hands of Scary Shark, that could be the difference maker.
The execute coming in. Again, the first wave of util baiting out all the other util, and they just chill. Once losing enerii, they don't force it, they don't go in. 4 players stacked on the A site here, and the lockdown coming in from KJ to completely get them off site.
It's a fake though. I mean, they're rotating away. The spike is headed towards C. The problem is that turret, I believe it's going to catch if anyone creeps up towards C long.
Everyone's
KJ rotating off,
even
just
Child left.
in range of her turret, I believe, but her turret is going to go down. Oh no, it's back up. She took it back. Okay, it caught them. That's really good. The rotation's coming in. Again, it's a 5v4, Doug. They have a really good spot in order to retake. But again, no flankers. They are going to have to funnel in through this. And SMG is looking to take an aggressive fight towards spawn.
Note here very quickly, Power Pixelate's 1 kill away from getting the Rolling Thunder online, but it's not going to matter as everything crumbles. Starbound left alone. A 1v3 with 26 HP. The last stand possible against the APAC representatives falls apart. SMG take down EG 2-0 and make a statement on the international stage. They're not just good at home, they're good on the biggest stage GC has to offer.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my new channel. Until next time.
Visions in my head of this, you don't know the half of it. I got dreams of looking up, high as I can get. But nothing feels like how it feels, to know these things I don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just fate. Sometimes, I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and everywhere we go will lead to an open door. We made our mistakes, the good and bad days, but nothing really breaks if I got you. Look at the sky when you go outside, and know there is nothing to keep me back.